does glad to be here mean to you, and why?
I'm so glad you talked about this because being grateful was not something that we focused on a lot as kids or through my life. I mean, honestly, I would just run.
Yeah.
I would never smell the roses until, right, something stops you dead in your tracks. Or you just wake up one day and you say, hey, I've never really just looked around at the blessings that I have. Here's this guy who just gave a kidney to somebody he doesn't even know, and he's just dying to tell you thank you. So you're asking, what do we do for people? It's right there, John. I mean, it's just, gosh, to be able to fulfill somebody's heart like that and give them to give them gratefulness, to give them inspiration is just so fulfilling. And so, what does glad to be here mean? I'm so honored to be here. I'm so honored to be here. I 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 10 years ago, somebody said, hey, Jess, you're going to be on this really cool podcast. You're going to meet these great people and you're going to live in Fort Worth, Texas. I'd have been like, man, you're crazy. And so I love this. And so, yeah, glad to be here. How can we teach teams? How can we teach organizations to stop, smell the roses, look at the blessings that you have instead of focusing on everything that's so wrong, right? Let's let them step back. Let's let them give a breath of air and say, hey, what's going right? What's going right? And realizing the small percentage that they're in the grand scheme of things for owning a business, running a business, making millions of dollars in revenue. I mean, there's just so many things that don't typically go in that direction. It can go in the opposite direction. And so I love that. I absolutely love that.
Well, the thing that I'm learning, and I want to know what you've learned in your guiding practice. I was about to say consulting practice, and I said, no, this is the guiding practice. Is that what you just said is so powerful, and I also think it's a both thing, though. We do have to be aware that we can improve. In fact, my thought is I'm always looking for that one little nugget that will help me help somebody else. So it is this constant state of improvement. And at the same time, it's a constant state of gratitude and appreciation and joy. And it's a dichotomy that actually is not really even a dichotomy, because they actually both, it's more a paradox. They both work at the same time. And having that, I think is critical. In fact, we were just working with a group that Brand Builders is helping us clarify the brand and all that kind of stuff. And we talked about that it's a paradox, right? Between process and mindset. It's a paradox between the gratefulness, the joy, and the desire to want to get better.